when Obama was talking about Newtown, I really believed the emotion there. I actually believed it very much.
Oh, who wouldn't be sad? It was terrible.
But I mean, that was a real moment. And when Biden was talking about, he was talking to some returning veterans, and he was talking about when his wife, I think it was his wife and daughter, were killed in a car accident many years ago.
Oh, yeah.
And he went off book and was talking about that. It really, like kind of, I know what you're dealing with when you lose people.
I can't not look at that, though, and I can't not think it's calculated. It could be honest. It could be an honest moment, but I can't help but think they think that honest moment will be of some value to them.
Maybe.
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, obviously, Obama was looking for some way to get into the gun control issue, and that was it. Not that he wouldn't feel absolutely horrible about what happened, but then again, you can say, all right, it did happen. I might as well get some mileage out of it.
Yeah, hey, look, it's possible. But we all kind of do that, I guess. I mean,
yeah.
We show emotions when it suits us, and we don't when it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us just haven't shown emotion since the summer of 1973. Some of us have all love and sadness and fear come out in rage.
I got to tell you something.
Sure.
I'm pretty good in certain circles. Like circles of two.
Yes.
Like circle jerks.
Yes.
With a cracker. I'm really
Yes.
good. When I'm with somebody, not a guy, when I'm with a young lady, let's say, I'm pretty good. I'm not very cold or shut off.
Right.
I'm pretty, not emotional where I start fucking weeping openly in front of, did you see this? Patrick Swayze is dead.
When's the last time you cried?
What?
When's the last time you cried?
Out of frustration or sadness?
Sadness or frustration.
Well, I had tears of frustration when I was getting fucked in the ass from the divorce.
Okay.
I was like, fuck. But sadness, maybe 95.
When your dad died.
Yeah.
But no movie.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, how ironic, right? The last time I cry and get all pissy-eyed was when my dad died, and he was the one that told me to not be pissy-eyed.
Yeah. My ex was like that. She just didn't cry during movies. I'm blubbering and she's not. I don't know how you do that.
Well, there's a difference between like a healthy emotion and being a faggot.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. What movies make you weep?
But a lot of them. Cuckoo's Nest has made me cry many times.
Yeah.
Tragic film. There's a lot of them. Even sometimes. Lost, I cried through all of season one. There's certain weird things that will make me cry. But again, I know I'm a fucking blubbering jizzbag, but the extreme that you go to on the other side is interesting to me. It doesn't mean like you can't not get the urge.
I'm trying to think of sad things that have happened though.
You just divert the you divert the fucking train before it gets there. Like, you know what I mean? You have the track switch before it gets to that
sadness.
Yeah.
Let me think. I think of what has been sad
because you're too perceptive
in 20 years.
And intuitive, and you pick up on things too well to not have sadness hit you.
I get sadness. I understand it. I know when it is. I feel it. But it doesn't manifest itself into that physical response of tears.
You're like one of those advanced creatures Jim was talking about.
What is this salty discharge?
You say, but when you say that, it's on your back.
Oh, boy. Yeah, it is weird.
It is interesting to me because you're not an unsensitive guy. Like, people who don't know you hear you rant, but it's like Anna's really generous and fucking giving and a great host. Like, you do all these things that are anti-cocksucker.
Yeah. No, I am very I'm very close to the people that I love and you know, I got good friends and things like that, but there's just that one thing of like real sadness where I'm just like, you know, I can't do that. I just can't fucking.
It's very healthy.
Can't blubber.
It's very healthy.
How do I blubber? What should I do?
Iraq. I didn't mean that. Poor birthday kid.
It just doesn't end.
No, it doesn't. I don't know. It's hard. It's not a matter of how do I do it. It's how do I keep preventing myself from doing it.
You think that's what I do? I do for some movies. I'll be like watching, and if someone else is in the room,
yeah,
I like don't want them to hear the big nope like that. You know how you go nope? So I'll just sit there with like my mouth open, saliva building because I don't want to swallow because it'll be too loud.
Blinking quickly, it's like it stops you from. It's all this weird stuff we do to stop us from. It's weird. Like sometimes it comes out and you're like, oh, that's kind of weird.
I would feel so stupid.
But why?
Alone, I'd feel stupid.
But why?
I don't know.
It's like it's a lot. We never feel stupid if we get angry watching TV. No one ever feels stupid getting angry or getting turned on. So
when you see somebody angry, you're not like, look at that pussy. Just being angry.
Anger is just.
Dad would be proud.
A smoke screen.
That he stopped me from crying after being weepy, cryy little Anthony at everything. Boy. My dad finally stopped my ability to fucking cry. Ah, boy.
But that's fucking.
That's it.
There's always something behind anger. I think, there's times where, but it's always frustration. But half the time it's hurt feelings or sadness, or just man, it's usually something pussy that we think is pussyish.
Yeah,
and it's hard to acknowledge. Men, that's why women cry. What do you think? They're not that much different.
Oh, please.
They're just told that it's okay.
Ugh.
That's why women don't fucking walk into work with a machine gun and kill their coworkers because they don't filter everything into rage when they're sad. They like, oh my God, you hurt my feelings. And we're like, what a cunt. And then meanwhile, we go to a bar and fucking belt somebody's teeth out instead of just crying for 5 minutes.
Do you think if I was able to cry and blubber like that and get real sadness out, that might be less? There'd be less rage in me.
I know it for a fact.
Really,
absolutely, because it's because by cutting that stuff off, at times you lose this fucking your ability to empathize with people because you're too smart to not to. It's not to do with your brains. You're too fucking. You pick up on almost everything. So, like, those things that would filter and be kind of sad.
Here we go. I just threw water in my face. Does that work?
My mother one time said that to me because I would always make the obnoxious remark during a sad film.
Oh, she tried it, yeah.
Yeah, but she was like, you always have to say something obnoxious.
It's like, don't call me out on it, Mom.
But she was right.
Was she?
Yeah. And I just, because I don't like to feel, it's embarrassing. But alone, it's not that bad. It's like.
But you don't feel silly afterwards?
No, because I know what anger does to me, man. And believe me, I'm bad with it now.
Like using funny stuff to jerk off with, and then after you come, you're like, ew, I kind of feel creepy. I did that.
Yeah, I mean.
Crying would be the same thing. It's like, oh, really? Am I that sad? Am I that emotionally invested in this fucking movie where I'm actually weeping over these fake characters?
No, but it's.
Am I yelling?
It's a nice thing to be able to connect like that. It really is. Like, you know when my ex would cry a lot when we'd fight? She would cry.
When we fuck.
Yeah, that would be after. And there would be tears of empathy for me that I actually thought I did good. She would cry and just hug me and pat my back because I was like, am I as good as the... but yeah, it's really healthy to do it, man. And I'm in some fucking new wave shit or new age.
Yeah.
But that much anger, it's fucking poison, man. It's so bad.
Yeah.
I don't know how to handle good things. I remember getting an MTV audition one time years ago. Like I was doing something for MTV the next day. It was really small, but it was a good thing at that time. And I'm driving down the street, and I didn't know how to handle the rush of good emotions. So I'm driving down Houston Street, and I'm in a road rage, and I'm like, I physically had to stop myself from running somebody over with my car.
But that's why for good stuff.
Because again, it's the twisted filter, not knowing how to handle or process things, or they all come out the wrong end. They come out the wrong end.
But I love... like anger.
Yeah,
I love my rage.
It is, but Bobby Fischer loved his, and Bobby Fischer was you can't get beyond the genius of Bobby Fischer, and he was a Jew who hated Jews because he focused on this one thing that he may have had good points about Israel. Some of what he said about their foreign policy might have been correct. But the part that was correct just gets blown out into everything is this, and then you see, it's almost like you put a fucking, not you, Anthony.
He's
but
equating me with black people as he was
but
Bobby
just,
Fischer.
I'm creating like the kind of, the ability to take something that there's correct feelings about and filter everything through that. Like with it's almost like putting a fucking, a yellow or green or whatever filter over something so everything looks that way through.
Right.
And it happens with smart people. It's not dumb guys that do that.
Well,
it's smart people.
I don't know how to get more like emotional on that sad part. How do you do that? What do I do?
Well, it's
Should I
like
watch sad movies and just like alone and just not even put up any defense.
Yeah, try not to.
What's a good movie? What's a good sad movie for me?
The Notebook.
Oh.
Whatever it would be for you. Yeah, whatever. Jungle Fever. Whatever it would be for you. As my friend Sean once said to me many years ago, stop trying to find who you are. Just get rid of all the crap you're not, and whoever you are shows up. And it's like, that's what I got to do when I'm trying to be sad or whatever. Just fucking stop blocking it. Don't force it and try to have
I'm not
moments.
consciously blocking anything, I don't think. I don't think I'm being conscious when I like block anything. I just think it just doesn't happen. It just doesn't really. Let me think. I'm trying to think. Maybe not blubbery cry, but I haven't even been choked up with a movie. I'm trying to think of maybe I could understand how people felt sad watching maybe the end of the Titanic.
Yeah.
That was kind of, no, nothing.
Yeah, I mean, of course. I think I cried watching Titanic. It's like,
It's a fucking beautiful ship, and it sunk.
Yeah, and there was the people.
I think there's got to be like a personal thing.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
World War II stuff gets you. When you see those guys.
There you go. The poor vets when they're talking like Band of Brothers, and then they have the real guys that were being portrayed in Band of Brothers, and then they talk in the last episode. They all like reveal who they were and their ties together and everything. All right, that'll do it. Now, how come that works?
Because it's probably what one of your. We all have those weird Achilles things, and maybe yours is watching strong people reduced to what you see as weak, or like. But I mean, that gets to all of us when you see strength kind of knocked down. It's like, wow. Like when you see like we see a boxer cry or something like that. Nobody thinks like, what a faggot, because you can't. He's too much of a tough guy or an alpha male. So seeing strength sometimes.
Vulnerable.
Yeah, it's whatever it is for any of us, it might be it might be different for all of us.
All right, maybe I need something like that.
Yeah.
Saving Private Ryan was pretty sad at the end there, where he asks if he's been a good man. That was pretty sad. Yeah.
It's not. I don't know what it is for everybody, but it's like it does. I mean, there's those fucking. I can't say what's going to do it, what's not going to do it. Like, what makes me cry? Like, the end of Cuckoo's Nest, I've seen it 50 times, and every time it's like, just leave, McMurphy.
Just fucking
cunt.
leave. You got a chance.
Yeah, you helping these people, dummy.
He never leaves.
No, he doesn't. He stays there like a dope.
It's a lobotomy.
And Billy Bibbitt's not stuttering. Yeah. He's helping these people. They're playing cards normally. It's like there's such a weird subtext to it.
Certainly, the staff there didn't understand that.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
So stuff like that.
That is a sad one.
It's terrible.
Yeah. I did choke up at Ghost years ago, where that single tear goes down Demi Moore's face. That was kind of sad.
Come on, Glory doesn't get to you? Like, maybe...
Glory holes?
That makes you cry in the other way because you're gagging.
Glory?
But when fucking Denzel is being whipped and he's fucking... That moment that won him the Oscar, and he's the acting he's doing, even if you know it's not the slavery that gets you, but when that fucking tear drops, when he's just defiantly looking into the camera and he won't cry, he just fucking drops one because he's being beaten so badly. The Morgan Freeman speech to him was nice when he fucking slaps Denzel and he shames him. He shames this guy by
certainly did.
Making the rest of them like, we're behaving like men and you're not.
Yeah.
That didn't even, not even the part about the white boys dying for you, because that to me sounds like a fucking white writer put it in. But the idea of it's time for us to fucking pony up like men, and Denzel just sits there with that realization on his face, that horrified look of this guy's right. That's,
well. I don't know.
Maybe that's not for you, but I mean,
Maybe
that's the
not.
type of stuff that gets to me.
Maybe not.
Let's say, for you, the Jungle Fever where their lips meet.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
What are they saying over there for sad movies?
This is just a list I found. E.T.
Oh, stop.
At the end, when E.T. tells Elliot, I'll be right here, and he points to Elliot's heart.
That didn't get to me. When he was laying on the floor like an old dog turd. That was a little sad.
Yeah,
all right. Dying on a bathroom floor on linoleum.
Up in the Air?
No.
No, it didn't know me. Stupid balloon movie.
My Girl? the end.
No.
Oh, that was pretty sad
I don't
when she's
remember that.
crying and shit in the fucking funeral. What an awful funeral that is. All right, that's pretty bad right there.
Gone Baby Gone.
No, I don't think that got to me.
Shane.
Oh, Shane, that's the old
Never
Western.
seen that.
Shane, yep.
I don't remember.
Goodfellas. Shane?
Oh, yeah.
Shane, yep.
Shane. Well,
Gran Torino.
No.
No.
Never Let Me Go.
No.
I didn't see that one.
Terms of Endearment.
Yeah, it had some fucking moments. Yeah, Deborah Winger dropping dead of cancer was fucking pretty miserable.
Awakenings.
There was a couple of moments in that got me, I think. I don't remember what, but there was something.
When he knew he was going back to being a retard, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's coma.
Yeah, it's usually these weird little. What else?
Brian's song.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me go down. Oh, it's Titanic. Green
Well,
Mile.
Green Mile, really?
Marley and Me, which I will not see.
Oh,
I
that's
didn't
the one
see
with the
that.
dog. They raised
yeah.
the dog. It's like you own a dog for the movie, and then it dies.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Great.
Yeah,
That
they
is fucking...
completely hid that from the viewers, from everything. It looks like this awesome movie about a
Don't tell me. I didn't see it,
family
but I
and
know
his
what
little
happened.
dog.
Yeah.
You know what?
I
That's
have
trying,
no
though.
interest.
That's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
look, we're going to make you cry. Fuck you.
And it works.
Nah, I don't want to.
I don't mind when it works. Like, even though, like, sometimes it's schmaltzy and it doesn't really get to
Yeah.
me. And sometimes when it does, it makes me feel more normal. Like, I'm such a fucking wacko with shit.
Yeah.
And sometimes, you know what? I'm just being a fucking fruit, watching a fucking sad movie, crying like some woman.
Like some woman.
Yeah, I'm like Johnny Fontaine.
Yeah, you can act like a man. What's the matter with you?
Schindler's List.
Schindler's List. Oh,
Horrible.
yeah.
That got me the other day.
I made
That
out
was,
during Schindler's List.
Huh?
That was bad. What
You
happened
made out?
in the bunker?
The girl in a red dress? Fucking creep.
You made out during Schindler's List?
Yes,
of course.
The Notebook.
The Notebook.
Schindler's List didn't get to you when that fucking
Oh, yeah, because what happened in the bunker. And
the brutality of that or that red dress. 'Cause I read the book first.
it was really
I tried reading
terrible,
the book.
but it wasn't a sad terrible. It was just oh my God, that's fucking
that got me.
terrible.
The realization of that fucking
Pardon you.
it was fucking
Pardon you.
the horror these people went through was
The
just.
piano was sad. Or the pianist, not the piano. The pianist. I saw that the other day. That was good.
Was that with
Yeah, what's his name?
not Brody?
Yeah. It's Brody, yeah.
Yeah, Adrian Brody.
Adrian Brody. Yes.
Adrian Brody. Adrian Brody. I'm Brody. What? I'm Brody. I'm Brody. Yeah, that was a good one.
Fuck yeah.
Or Nazi stuff.
That's always sad.
Yeah.
What else?
It's all subjective.
Yeah, but
Requiem
some
for a Dream, Sophie's Choice.
Requiem for a Dream I thought was great.
It's one of the saddest moments on this show.
I know. Tippy Tom crying over Sophie's Choice was terrible. All right. Star Trek II, Wrath of Khan. Yeah. When the first time I saw that was actually in the movie theater. And, when Spock drops dead there, and Kirk's just kind of like fucking lost. It's like, oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, that was pretty sad. But then knowing Shatner now and what a fucking prick on wheels he is, I love William Shatner. It's hard to get worked up at that scene. And then he comes back to life anyway.
I'll
Sorry for
tell
the
you
spoiler.
What got me in the theater when I saw Malcolm X in the theater? That got me.
Really?
Yes.
What part?
When he meets X and he cries, when he meets Elijah Muhammad, I feel like that's just an acting moment that was amazing. And when he, at the end, when he gets shot and they have this whole I am Malcolm X, that's where they got that whole I am whatever from. That was a Spike Lee thing. There were all these people. And then they got Mandela.
I'm going to have to...
Oh, and Ozzie Davis's eulogy.
Yeah.
When he's reading I don't know if that's an actual recording or if that's just them playing it, but they're showing all this real footage of X, and I was like, that got to me.
Huh. I need to really be able to relate, I think, to what's going on the screen.
So do I. Field of Dreams is the only thing that'll do it for me.
Oh,
Really?
And that's because baseball and fathers and stuff.
Oh, yeah. What happens? Does the guy's wife run off with a Jew?
Exactly. She runs off on the owners. Are people calling with sad movies?
Oh, man.
tons
Yeah,
of
they
them.
are.
What are some suggestions?
Well, let's take some phone calls.
I know. I forgot that thing existed.
I know.
At first, I was like, what is that blinking green monstrosity? Oh.
All right, let's take some calls, shall we?
Go to Brian.
Brian.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's up, man?
Hey, Into the Wild, that story about Chris McAllis.
I didn't see it.
Yeah?
I thought that kid was such a fucking moron. It didn't make me cry at all.
Didn't do it for you,
No,
huh?
it was so stupid. Of course, I'm glad he's dead.
So you have a completely different point of view.
Oh, you spoiled it right there.
Yeah, well, he died.
More
because
spoilers.
Because he's a spoiled kid who decided to find himself and go in the forest.
Yeah,
what an
you
asshole.
That's true.
Thank you, sir.
Is that sad?
Just ruined it for that guy.
Ruined it for everybody that hadn't seen it.
It's an old movie.
What about Beaches?
I guess so.
Yeah, Beaches makes you cry. The Wind Beneath Your Wings.
Oh, that's the one with fucking who's in
Bette
that?
Midler?
Bette
Midler. And who else?
Some other chick.
That other broad.
Barbara Hershey?
Barbara Hershey? Yeah.
You know, E.T. used to make me upset as a kid, but not the end, the beginning. I used to get so upset when his family left him and he was alone on the planet. I used to. I had to always fast forward to when the spaceship leaves him and he's just
looking around like, what the fuck?
I don't know if E.T. did or what. Like throughout my whole childhood, it was E.T. and Punky Brewster. I was always afraid my parents were going to leave me somewhere.
Abandonment issues. I had that too.
Oh, man.
Horrible.
And
My
you
dad
had
and I
like
would be at like a baseball game, and he'd go to like get a soda, and I would think that he would not come
That's
back.
called foreshadowing in a movie.
But I had no reason to think
your
that.
mother ran off with a Soderberg.
I don't know why I'm opening my
It's
mouth.
like a Jewish name. Soda. Wow.
Ian in Jersey.
Ian.
Morning, gentlemen.
Hi.
What's up, man?
Forrest Gump. That had a lot of chokers in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that had a few. You know what? That Forrest Gump, when I'm not being a cunt watching it, it actually gets to me.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, Philadelphia made me cry.
the only real sad part of Forrest Gump is kind of the end there, where it was with this little fucking kid that can see dead people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or even the black guy with the big lips when
Oh,
he died.
Bubba. No, I didn't care about
When
that.
Bubba dies. Bubba.
Big dumb Bubba.
Yeah.
This fat
Good
family.
day, gentlemen.
No, I don't think that was even very sad. Even when Ginny gets the AIDS and he buries her at the base of a tree like fucking squirrel.
Yeah, German Shepherd.
Yeah. Who else we got here?
Chris in Long Island.
Hey there, Chris.
Hey, Ann, it's Chris from Livewire, Joe's friend. I'm going to claim first, say no homo here, but Steel Magnolias every fucking time I can't stop bawling.
I don't remember what
Steel
happened.
Magnolias? The new
Steel
one?
Magnolias,
The black
yeah.
one?
What?
Isn't there a new one with black people?
Yeah, that makes you cry, right?
Well, of course. Why wouldn't it? Thank you. These are sad movies, but I'm not going to watch these, and I don't think they do anything to me. I need a movie that, like...
You need a personal touch.
Yes, I
Yeah.
need something...
You're not just going to cry over something that's
Yeah,
sad.
whatever it is that gets you.
What is it that gets me? God.
I would imagine father-son stuff, or anything with
could do
with
it.
a strong
I'd probably do
central
it.
figure, because
Yeah.
that to you is the guy that you looked up to.
Yeah. Tarryton commercials. That's what he used to smoke.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. Yeah.
You want to do one more?
That'd be a good movie I could watch. Son of a bitch. ... Jesus Christ.
Yes.
The story of young Anthony.
Yes. Don't be a faggot tonight on Lifetime.